been a very long time. Today I'm going to talk about. Today it's a new series. It's not about football now. It's going to be about cricket. And for the 1 month I'm going to talk about my favorite team, RCB. And IPL is being one of the named of the top 10 sports in the world. And I thought of why not to start with that. I've been supporting this team for the past 10 years, and it's one of the teams which has not won the cup. Um, in the past 10 years. Three times runners up, but we haven't won a cup for the past 10 years. And it's a great pleasure to talk about this team because after having top class players and still not winning the IPL is it's really amazing because having superb players in our team and still not winning the cup is a really sad thing about this team. Our squad is reshaped this season. We have brought in better players. The main reason of we losing for the past 2 3 years was our bowling unit, which has been very bad, and our batting unit used to it was very good. But last season, both of them were we couldn't capitalize with having both of them. Both of them were playing. Both of the sections were playing really bad in the batting and the bowling, and we can see we finished eighth. Last to last season, we came to the semi-finals, but due to the effects of our bowling, we couldn't capitalize very well in the finals. Even our batting went a decent last season. So the main factor which is affecting the game is our bowling unit, and I think so. This auction we have about great players, good options of overseas and Indian players on. We're having a really good substitute. Like we can see Kulwin Kejralia, who had played just recently, has really showed some performance, bowling really well, clocking at a speed of 140 kilometers is not easy, and a decent game by him. He couldn't pick up wickets. And Washington Sundar, who has also been the main man after last year, just 18 years of age, and coming into the Indian team is not a great. It's a great thing for him for such a young age. And then yesterday, he couldn't game against KKR. He couldn't capitalize really well. Gave an expensive over, but I think so he can really improve from this first game. It's a learning experience for him. He can really improve. And we have AB de Villiers. You don't have to talk about him. He's a great player. Left, right, center, back, everything, everywhere in the around the ground he can hit well. And Virat Kohli, that both combination can just blast the innings if they go both of them go in form. It's been such a great IPL for the last 10 years or 8 years when they both bat together. People get scared to bowl against them because they can just smash it all around the ground. The sales which we have done this season, selling players like Lokesh Rahul, Shane Watson, Chris Gale. I was just not happy that we couldn't get Lokesh Rahul back into the team. You can see against the first game, 15 balls, 50 runs. It's just broken the record. Superb batting is done. I think so. It's the main factor. We should have got him back into the team and got a better batting unit, deep, and we can actually see even if a bowling unit is really good. After 3 4 batsmen, we can see that our middle batsmen are not too good. We have Chris Wokes over there, who's an all-rounder, decent, okay, not too good. We have Mandeep Singh, Sarfaraz Khan, who's not been playing cricket for so many years, for 1 year, has shown in the match he couldn't really not defend. He couldn't put the balls into the boundary to the back of the net. He couldn't. He had not a very good composure in the last game. So we can see that we fell 10 to 15 runs short, and it's Eden Gardens. We could have easily done 180 to 190 runs. It's an average score over there. And we can see the 10 to 11 runs short. Mandeep Singh, we can give a great credit for him to bat in that 5 down or 6 down. But that's the main disadvantage, I would say. If Kohli, De Villiers, McCullum, and Quinton de Kock don't perform that matches, our middle order batsmen may not give a great effort to bring a very great score. So that's the only thing I would say about RCB's weakness this season. Otherwise, they have built a really good core team. We have the combinations are also really good. Either we can play Decock or Manan Vora. We can get the left and right combinations. Both of them can open. Or we can play McCullum and Manan Vora. That will also give a great combination. And we have Parthiv Patel, so we have really good combinations for opening batsmen. So that's why Virat Kohli has gone to the number 3 spot this season. And our bowling unit has really developed a lot, and especially the great buy this season. So IPL auction is getting Umesh Yadav. His pace, his bouncers, the swing, the in swinger, the out swinger, which he's put in, it's really amazing. If you have seen it, just considered given 12 runs for 2 wickets, and his bowling is really dreadful. I think so. He's just showing up to come back to the Indian team and telling that I'm the bowler of the season. He's showing that swing. It's a really good performance which he gave yesterday, but we couldn't win that match. I think so. It's the first game, and I think so. Kohli might and the coaches might be talking about what else to do to bring the batting. Um, I don't know if they're going to play Decock next game or they're going to play Moeen Ali. I think so. He can play a bit deep after like 3-4 down, and plus he's a good spinner. So I would actually tell that RCB should go with 2 all-rounders and yeah, and McCullum and De Villiers. This will be a good combination because there's this, or you can play Colin de Grande home. He can also perform really well. So I think so. Instead of going with De Kock and McCullum, I know both are top class batsmen, but they're restricted with 4 overseas. So we can play Parthiv Patel up front with McCullum. I think so that will give a great combination. But I think so both of them due to their form in international cricket. The coaches prefer them to play with experience because Parthiv Patel and Manan Vora is a young. I mean, Manan Vora is young, not Parthiv Patel, but haven't that much of experience compared to others. So I would say they can reshuffle the opening batsmen, but the bowling unit has done really well this season, getting Washington Sundar, Chahal, Umesh Yadav, Tim Southey, who has not arrived. He arrived this against Friday. So I'm not sure if either Kohli will go with Tim Southey, Chris Wokes, or they'll go with Quinton de Kock or the thing. So they need to decide. So we have a great options this season. And we have Kulwant, Murugan Ashwin. So we have 3 to 4 spinners. We have this thing. So if anything does not work out, so we have really good backups. That's the advantage this season. So I can show that we can go to the playoffs, but I'm pretty sure this season we need try to win the finals this season after having a really good team. I know the other teams have really developed. Delhi Daredevils has also developed their own team, their core team, and we can see Punjab. All the team starting 11 is really good. Everything is strengthening. So we can't tell anything about this season's IPL that this team is weak or this team is weak. Everyone has good strengths and pros and cons are there in every team. But superb they have done. Superb. They have done good options. We have Mohammad Siraj, so either they can, if Kulwant is not playing well, they can bring Mohammad Siraj, or yeah. So that's a really good combinations. Just only weakness I would say in our team is that middle order batsmen are competitively low. So if anything, if you're around like 130 for 4, then we can't depend a score which can give us 30-40 runs in the next 10 to 12 overs, or sorry, 5 to 6 overs, who can come ahead and then perform really well. So I think so that's the only unit they need to look, because when you play against top teams like Chennai Super Kings or Mumbai Indians, if De Villiers, Kohli, De Kock, and McCullum don't perform, that's the only unit where they will really struggle and might lose wickets. Otherwise, everything is good. So let's talk about the first match against KKR. The first match against KKR, I thought for a winning thing, would a win in a season will just build up confidence in the team. But nothing to worry. We played really well. We didn't. It's 177. It was not a. It was a good score, a decent score. I thought at least they should have written 180 to 190. If we are easily written 192, we could easily won this game. We can also see that they easily not win this game. They need to wait till the 19th over to win this game, and it was a really good struggle for them. And plus, our bowling unit has really performed. I'm pretty sure from last season the bowling unit has really developed a lot. So with that belief, I'm saying we'll really perform this season. We couldn't get the win in the first match, but it was a really good performance. We have the Chris Wokes, bouncers, space, Umesh Yadav. I know that Washington Sundar was the spinners didn't perform really well, but Eden Gardens on that is pitch If you see overall spin bowling on that day was really bad from others. So I think so the track was not good for spin. It didn't spin well. Spin well. So if you go back to Bangalore, it's a really good spinning pitch. So we might get wickets over there. So I would say that it was a really good batting unit in that surface. So that's why we lost the toss. And still, I think so KKR capitalized with the advantage of the toss, but not a bad performance from us. 167 on the board, and it was both of them played equally. We couldn't say that this team is well, but this team is bad. But KKR got the win. So nothing to worry about the first match unless we go well and perform in the other matches. That's the only worry we need to know. Should not get depressed from the first match. Just go ahead and then perform in the other matches. I believe in Kohli. He's a really good captain. He has shown in international cricket. A great player, A.B. de Villiers, who has an experience with him. So there are a lot of experienced players, a lot of youngsters. So it's a really great unit for the season. So I'm really excited to see this year's IPL, how it goes ahead, and other teams, Chennai and Rajasthan, congratulations for coming back into the IPL, and even they developing players. So yeah, it's a good match between every team. So you can't predict anything this season. It's going to be a great season, 1.5 month season, and let's see how it goes ahead. So we are on 60 matches. Let's predict for at least coming in the top four, so that we qualify into the semi, either to the eliminator and qualifier one. But a strong team we can develop from last season with last season's batting. We really highly dependent on De Villiers and Kohli. Due to that pressure, we couldn't perform really well. And we can see our batting unit was not good last season. Our bowling unit was not good last season. We didn't have the depth. Chris Gale, especially, couldn't perform really well. That's why he's not been taken out from the team. I don't know if good for him. He has gone to Kings level Punjab. I'm pretty. He's a great player, but only thing is that you can't depend on him. He'll perform one match, he won't perform another match. But he's a great player. All the best to his new club. I would say the only disappointment in the RTM card is to putting on Pavan Negi. If you could have spent on Lokesh Rahul, I know he went for a big amount, but a great player for us. So we could have got for Lokesh Rahul and McCullum would have opened. It would have been a really good combination than Virat Kohli coming into the back of the back of the innings, and of spending 1.5 crores on Quentin de Kock, it would have been a great buy. But still, a great team this season. We can go ahead with the next match and perform. So the first match for us was a really disappointing match for us, for losing the match. But a great performance was put from us, getting wickets. The only thing which led us to the loss was giving too much of runs in the starting of the game. So that helped them to build up the momentum and win this game. If they didn't give too much of runs from the starting of the game, then I think so we could have easily won this match. Sunil Narayan coming for the first 3-4 overs, who's been a really dangerous batsman from last season. He's not opened. Who's not open. Has opened last season from the middle of the game, and now she's shooting up in the order and giving good runs for the team. So okay, KKR has actually made this thing. KKR has not built a depth squad, but they have a really good starting 11. But the only problem which people talk about is if people get injured, then what will they do? But the starting 11 is good, KKR starting 11, and it was a great match. So you can't predict anything. Who's going to win this match? Who's going to win that match? It depends upon the situation, how they perform in the first innings. So every team from we need to see how the first 10 matches goes. So great, it'll be a really great season for us. So congratulations for all the new players. Plus, let's hope for a great season and wins ahead. And the next match is against Kings XL Punjab. It's going to be a crucial match. Ashwin as a captain, first time captaining and winning the first match. So that's going to be it's going to be hard for us. Yes. So this is going to be the season. Let's see if we can win this cup this season. As the Bengaloreans says, "Ee saal cup namde." ನೋಡ್ನಾ ಈ ಸಾರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಪ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲವಾ? Yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead. As a Bangalorean supporter, we should perform this after getting a really good bye this season. I think so. We should go for the win. Cheers. Let's see how well our season goes.